أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونتوكل عليه، ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين أبدا. اللهم وفقنا للعلم والعمل الصالح واجعل أعمالنا خالصة لوجهك الكريم يا رب العالمين. أما بعد, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. The topic of our discussion today is refuting Shi'a-Phobia and reconciling the Muslims in Nigeria. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم كتابه العزيز: تعاونوا على البر والتقوى ولا تعاونوا على الإثم والعدوان. Cooperate on piety and taqwa, fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not cooperate on sin and transgression. Cooperate among yourselves, help one another in doing good and in achieving God fearing, in achieving taqwa, but do not help one another in sinning, in evil deeds, and in transgression. The topic I have mentioned is now we have to define and understand what is meant by Shi'a-Phobia and why are we refuting it? Why are we rejecting it? Why are we calling upon people to reject it? Phobia means fear and hatred unnecessarily without any reason. That is why we call it Shi'a-Phobia. Fear of Shia, fear of Shiism, and hatred of Shiism in Nigeria. The attempt and the aim and the objective of this discussion is to bring about reconciliation and to do away with the hatred and the misunderstanding that has been brought into the society, into the Muslim community of Nigeria. Therefore, Shi'a-Phobia is fearing of Shia and hatred of Shia by some of the Muslims community in Nigeria. Why there is this phobia? What is the reason? Actually, phobia is doing something out of hatred with no reason. So Shia-Phobia here is hating the Shia and fearing the Shia without any reason. But the causes of this problem are due to ignorance, due to instigations and stereotyping, and sometimes due to misrepresentation of the Shiism by some of the Shiites themselves. Because whosoever does not know something, he does not understand it. They say, man jahila shay'an adahu. he who is ignorant of something, he hates it, he dislikes it. Therefore, one reason for hating and fearing the Shia in this country is out of ignorance. Some people do not know, they do not understand Shiism, they have not heard about the Shiism, or they have heard it from the wrong people. So they remain ignorant of it, and as a result of that, they hate Shiites, they hate Shiism. The other cause may be the instigation, because there are some scholars or some people who are unfair. They cannot do justice to themselves, to people, to tell the truth, despite the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders us to do justice to everyone. وَلَا يَجْرِمَنَّكُمْ شَنْآنَ قَوْمٍ عَلَىٰ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا عِدِلُوا هُوَ أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى. The wrongdoing of some people should not incite you not to do justice. You should not be influenced by anything that somebody is doing. As a result, you yourself, you should not do justice. Do justice. Be fair. Whatever you are saying, you should say the truth. But there are some people here who instigate others against the Shiites, who instigate fear, who instill fear into the mind of people by wrong presentation or explanation of the Shiism and the Shiites. That is stereotyping the people. They get wrong notion about Shiism and they consider the Shias as enemies, as wrong, as fearful. The other reason might be some of the Shiites themselves, they misrepresent the Shiism. They did not use proper approach in presenting Shiism. Therefore, others, when they see them, they think that yes, that is really Shiism, and they, as a result of the misrepresentation, because whatever a person sees and have the first impression about it, then he will take it as true and genuine. While it is not like that. People have to know the truth about Shiism and to understand the truth about Shiism before taking any stand. So the result of this, as a result of this misrepresentation, misinterpretation, and misconception, we have this hatred and enmity and fear of Shiites and Shiism, which as a result keep the people far apart. It brings disunity, it brings hatred, it brings misunderstanding. And in the other hand, on the part of the government in particular, they are also influenced by such instigations to the extent that sometimes if somebody is even a worker, a civil servant in the government, and the moment that they hear he is a Shia, then they start to question, they start to doubt, they start to lose interest, they start to lose confidence in him. Well, in reality, it's not supposed to be like that. The government has to know, whether in state, whether in the federal government, they have to consider the achievement or to consider employment of a person based on his ability to deliver, regardless of his school of thought, regardless of his tribe, regardless of anything other than the qualification that he has, which will enable him to deliver his duty properly. Therefore, this Shi'a-phobia is refuted, and we have to know the reality of Shiism from the Shiites themselves. Based on this, we are doing this lesson, and we will bring the genuine interpretation of Shia, which is peaceful, which is Islamic. We have no doubt, inshallah, we will continue to have this lesson, and this is just an introduction. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.